deserted island after their Seafaring Shakespeare crew sank in a storm would be slightly concerned. But it turns out Miss Claymore is not most people. After Miss Claymore made sure all of her students were safe on the island, the first thing she did was announce that while nothing useful had survived the shipwreck, an undamaged crate of notebooks and pencils had made it safely to the island. And Miss Claymore decided that the best way to cope with our situation was by journaling. I'm not kidding. These journals are graded too. Well, they will be graded if we make it back home. Things could be worse though. We were able to find a safe space big enough to fit the whole class pretty early on. We also found a super convenient freshwater stream nearby. Miss Claymore is letting us do pretty much whatever we want at the moment, so long as it isn't stupid.
Graham, are you starting the assignment already?
I might as well. I have nothing better to do. What have you been up to?
I've been enjoying the chaos. And I sabotaged Mark's sandcastle. It was fun.
Claire, do you think we'll be rescued?
It might take a little bit, depending on how far off course the ship got during the storm. But yeah, with today's satellites and technology, I'm sure we'll be found. Plus, Miss Claymore is here, so this isn't going to turn into Lord of the Flies.
All right, everyone, gather round and listen up. It has come to my attention that we might need some clarification on the rules here, seeing as some of you decided it would be a good idea to go cliff diving without equipment, permission, or even prior experience. Do you know how much paperwork I'll have to do if one of you gets killed? Not to mention my teaching career will be over. If one of us dies, does that mean that we all metaphorically die too? Not now, Charisma. As I was saying, what you need to remember is that even though there's nobody else here, you are still representatives of Plymouth High School. So I think we should lay down some class rules. We obviously need them. Can I have a volunteer to write these down?
Not me.
Thank you for your input, George. Anyone else?
I'll do it, Miss Claymore.
Thank you, Sarah. First of all, don't purposefully endanger yourselves. And don't kill anyone. I don't want to hear about anyone going cave diving or swinging on vines or getting pregnant. Are you getting all of this, Sarah? On a similar note, you will be counted every morning and every evening to make sure nobody is missing or dead. We might do a sign-in sheet, I'm not sure yet.
Are we sure this isn't a setup?
What is?
I mean, what if this shipwreck was a ruse? What if it was all planned? Isn't it convenient that we all ended up in the same place?
So first you say Shakespeare wasn't real, then that the president's a lizard.
Yeah.
Chill out, dude.
Thank you, Tim. This is real, Pete. This is real and this is dangerous.
So what do we do if you die?
Well, you're just going to have to hope that I don't die, Evelyn. We need to keep a fire burning at all times as a signal that we're here. And remember, work on your journals in your free time.
Miss Claymore, don't we always have free time?
I'm afraid not, Irvin. We're going to have to work to survive. Some of you will have to find firewood, others will watch the fire. Someone needs to find food and water. This is not a TV show.
This is boring.
Agreed.
Hey, I've got a lighter to make a fire.
Scott, why did you bring a lighter on a school field trip?
I think he has disturbed aura.
There's nothing wrong with my aura, Rachel. My dad taught me that it's always best to be prepared. I also have a switchblade.
Scott, switchblades are illegal!
And?
You'd better get me those.
Oh, babe, you always save the day.
Thanks, Boo.
Cut it out, you two.
Does anyone else have anything useful?
What could we possibly have that is useful?
I have nail clippers.
I have a purple Sharpie. I've got 39 cents.
Okay, but I seriously don't care anymore. I have a camera, but I'm not giving that up so some nitwit can take it apart and try to make it into a radio.
Oh, hey, what's up, Mark? Jane and Jean want us to find flowers to make paint. I found my cards then. You want to blow this off and play Go Fish?
I'm down.
I certainly don't need any convincing. What are you painting with anyway?
Well, we found some twigs and we used our hair to fashion some primitive paintbrushes.
I think she's assigning jobs. Let's go before she makes us do something.
Blair, do you have a tube?
Nope. Go fish.
Are you cheating? You never have any of the cards we want.
Me? I would never.
Can you guys believe we've been here for 2 hours? How are you guys doing? Think civilization has forgotten about us yet?
We made magenta!
Nice. I've been okay. I've been journaling mostly.
Graham, are you seriously documenting a hurricane?
It's relaxing, Mark.
Have you guys noticed that Evelyn's starting to go kind of crazy?
I heard she's upset she can't update her fashion blog.
And Sarah's upset because she's going to miss some scholarship deadlines.
Wait, didn't she get like a full ride scholarship to MIT?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I actually feel really bad for Piotr.
His mom was a chaperone, wasn't she?
And she didn't wash up with us.
Hey, I knew you were cheating!
Did you hear that?
The rustling?
Well, we're in the jungle. It's probably a duck or something. You're just trying to distract me, and that's not gonna happen. We're starting this game.
It sounded too heavy to be a duck. Also, ducks don't live in the jungle, idiot. It sounded more like a person.
There you all are. Come on, we have to go to the beach. Something's happening.
Sam? Come back. Sam, is that a parrot?
Oh, yeah. His name is Keith. I found him when I was exploring with Scott. He really likes me.
Who? Scott or the parrot?
Wait, what happened? Are we being rescued?
I wish. Come on, I'll explain on the way there.
What happened?
What's going on?
2 people messed up on the beach! Move! They need air!
Is that...
Maximus?
Who's director?
Oh, he was the worst. Remember when he tried to hit on Miss Claymore? In bad iambic pentameter?
Don't the lady wanted to hang out after my shift of employment?
Wow, you're okay. Is my baby okay? I'm fine.
Alas! Me! Thou hast saved me from a fate reminiscent of that of the tragic. Oh, Phoebe!
He's still acting.
It's not a big deal. I can do a little bit of CPR. Anybody could have done it.
Full soup! How fortunate it is that on a morn such as this, I should encounter such a gentle nurse.
It's not fortunate for us.
Look, Maximus, it's nice that you're trying to keep the spirit of our field trip alive, but at this point, our Shakespeare unit is being postponed. I need to focus on keeping these kids alive.
I'm afraid this is join your cause, milady.
And that's very nice, Maximus, but could you drop the Shakespearean? Never mind. Sarah, could you show Maximus around the camp?
Of course, Miss Claymore.
Piotr, are you sure you're okay?
Of course, Mom. I'm not even sunburned. Sarah creates some kind of sunscreen out of palm leaves and plant skin.
I was just so worried about you.
Well, Mom, what happened to you? I thought you were dead.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that, sweetie. I was able to find a floating piece of wood from the ship and cooked that. Then I saved Maximus and we collected rainwater in a hat. But we fell asleep though, lost our makeshift raft. When I woke up, we were here. But that doesn't matter. Has my little boy been getting enough to eat? You look skinny.
Hey, Mrs. Westwood, I'm glad you're okay.
It's our turn to find dinner, Piotr. I talked to Sarah. She said we should look for these purple berries, I guess. She said they were edible and they might be on the island.
I just don't understand how this is supposed to work. Like, it's supposed to catch things, but there are holes in it.
Well, I'll come with you kids then.
What?
I want to make sure you stay safe.
I can look out for myself.
Piotr, I am your mother.
Okay, Mrs. W.
Is this how it works? Do the fish, like, get their fins caught in the net when we catch them? Oh, indeed! I know how fish feel now. catch them? Does it break apart their little fish families?
Come on, Charisma.
But no, apparently Harvey and Fred got caught trying to ride a wild boar.
Is that why Harvey seems to have amnesia? I figured it was just stress.
Yeah, I guess he got bumped off and hit a wall. That's what Sam said, but she was making up with Scott when it happened, so she could be wrong. Did you hear that?
Rustling? Yeah, we're in a jungle. There's going to be noises. Wait, is it a jungle or would it be a forest? Anyway, we're in a densely wooded area. It's probably just regular densely wooded area noise. I won't worry about it.
I just think it sounded odd. It's just regular jungle noises, you said! There's going to be noises, you said! Don't worry about it, you said!
Well, I didn't think we were going to meet an actual wild man in a loincloth. Hi! I'm Graham. This is Blair. Please don't kill us. Do you want money? No, what would you do with money? Food? Gold? Indigenous people like gold, right? Wait, is that racist? Spanish, maybe? Hola, amigo. ¿Puedes comprender español? No, you don't. Parlez-vous français? Sprechen Sie Deutsch? That's all I've got. Maybe if we just back away really slowly with our hands up, you'd let us go? Blair? Blair? Well, that's not helpful.
And my name is Harvey. And you are? I'm Fred. You're my bro. We're related? No, we're neighbors. We've known each other since we were 4. We've done swimming lessons together. We played baseball together. And we got accepted to the same university. We're bros.
Really? We got accepted into Columbia?
No! We got accepted to New York University.
Are you sure?
Dude, you didn't even know your name a few minutes ago. I'm pretty sure we're going to NYU. It's part of the plan. Remember, we're going to go to NYU, and then after we graduate, we're going to get a place to live on Staten Island.
I'm sorry, but I just don't remember.
Fred, have you seen Graham and Blair? They missed dinner, and it's almost time for final head count.
Who are Graham and Blair?
They're classmates. I haven't seen them.
What if they're dead?
'Tis unkind for such a fate to befall 2 mere babes!
I mean, they're smart kids, they'll be alright.
Oh, godly bovines!
Where have you two been? You've been gone for hours!
We got lost. We're really sorry.
Won't happen again, Miss Claymore.
Well, you missed dinner. Unfortunately, all of the extra berries were eaten by Keith.
You mean Sam's parrot? That kid?
That's fine. We found some bananas.
Well, I'm glad you two are alright.
The heavens have indeed blessed us with good tidings and great fortune!
That's debatable.
But don't think that you aren't going to be punished. Starting tomorrow, Maximus will keep an eye on you. Now, I better find the rest of your classmates. It's almost time for final head count.
Are you sure we shouldn't tell the others about Wild Man in a loincloth?
Well, you didn't seem dangerous, and besides, he couldn't have followed us back because of the route we took. I mean, we got lost.
He lives on this island, though. We don't.
So I doubt we'll ever see him again. The island is a big place. What we should be worried about is how we can get rid of Maximus.
Children, where has thy youthful countenance is gone, forsooth? Graham,
Yeah, Blair?
we forgot the firewood.
Oh. see the ghost of Michael Jackson or David Bowie?
What? No, go back to sleep.
No, this is really important. Everyone sees the ghost of Michael Jackson or David Bowie.
That's weird. Let Miss Claymore deal with it. I'm sleeping now.
I have seen my spirit animal. I must follow him and discover my true self.
I don't think that's going to happen, Blair. Get up.
Whatever, I'm tired.
Come on. We need to figure out what happened.
It was the berries!
What, Pete?
I believe the berries contain a hallucinogen. It's probably a test. From there.
That makes sense. The berries make sense, I mean. That's your weird conspiracies about the island. Blair and I didn't have any since we missed dinner. Did you eat any?
Of course not. No, I've been foraging on my own. I refuse to be a part of this game.
Right. Do you think this is permanent?
They probably just need to get it out of their systems.
Michael Jackson! David Bowie! Let's have a dance-off!
It's close to midnight. It's something evil lurking in the dark. Under the moonlight, you see a sight that almost stops your heart. And you try to scream, but terror takes a sound before you make it. You start to freeze as horror looks you right between the eyes, and you're paralyzed, 'cause this is thriller night, and no one's gonna save you from the beast about to strike, 'cause this is thriller night. You're fighting for thriller tonight.
Let's dance. Put on your red shoes and dance the blues. Let's dance to the song they're playing on the radio. Let's sway while color lights up your face. Let's sway through the crowd to an empty space. If you say run, I'll run with you. If you say hide,
We'll hide. 'Cause this is thriller night. No one's gonna save you from the beast
put on
about to
your red
strike. 'Cause
shoes
this is
and dance the
thriller
blues.
night. You're fighting for your life inside a thriller tonight.
Let's take this battle to the beach!
David Bowie, thank me!
Blair?
No.
Well, I guess Blair is out. Pete, would you help me round up our psychotic classmates?
They may not believe the conspiracy, but they don't deserve to die.
Come on, then. Let's go round them up before they drown.
So, I noticed your parrot isn't joining us.
Sarah's giving Keith a checkup.
Right.
Okay, spit it out. I know something's bothering you.
It's just, I don't know how to put this delicately, but
Then don't.
I think the parrot hates me.
Excuse me.
Your parrot,
Keith.
yeah,
He has a name, you know.
right. Keith is always hanging around, and I don't mind or anything, but he really hates me, I think. Like, he started pecking at my face when I put my arm around you. I don't know, it's just weird.
Keith is just being protective of me.
He's only known you a few days.
We have a special bond. I saved him when he was tangled in vines, now he saves me from things. Whatever. He protects me.
But I want to be the one to protect you, not some bird. He doesn't even have thumbs.
Oh, baby, you're doing just fine.
Mom, everybody swims there. It's not dangerous.
If your friends all jumped off a cliff, would you follow?
No, that's just stupid. This is a swimming pool, Mom. It is at sea level. Also, Sarah has lifeguard training in case if anybody gets hurt.
There could be all sorts of nasty things in that water. Bacteria, diseases, alligators?
Aren't any alligators? Well, in this environment, it would be crocodiles and not alligators. Besides the point, nobody has died yet, so you don't need to worry.
It's my job to worry. You're my baby. I can't lose you too.
Mom, nothing will happen to me.
You don't know that.
Well, if you're so scared of Keith, maybe we should take a break.
What? We're not breaking up because of a parrot.
I prefer we didn't break up, but you're being silly. Keith doesn't want to kill you.
Babe, I can see it in his little beady eyes.
I hate firewood duty.
Well, maybe if we hadn't snuck off while jobs were being assigned, we might be doing something better.
That wasn't passive-aggressive at all. I don't mind their jobs as much as I mind him.
I'd say we should ditch him in the jungle, but I don't want him to die.
I can't say the same.
That was low.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I jeopardize your precious masculinity? You're scared of a rainbow bird. It's sad.
And after that, it was pretty simple to build the rest.
You built a coconut radio.
It's not a big deal. Anyone who's taken a basic engineering course could have done it.
Right, so can we contact anybody with it?
Sadly, no.
So what can we do with it?
Well, we can listen to NPR.
Hello again, friends. This is Sherry White, broadcasting to you live from Plymouth High School. With me today is their principal, Doreen Jefferson, discussing how the tragedy of losing a class can bring a community together.
Hello.
Listeners will recall that a class of seniors was taking a field trip on a Shakespeare-themed cruise when a tropical storm hit, sinking the boat. No survivors have been found. How can such a terrible tragedy unite a community?
It's amazing, really. So many of us are in mourning, and it helps neighbors put aside their differences. Really, all of us need a shoulder, any shoulder, to cry on right now.
Can you tell our listeners about the mural you're making?
Oh yes, we all thought that even though so many lives ended far too soon, we could make some part of them live forever. One of the janitors designed a lovely mural. Everybody thought it would look nice next to our football field. The name of the mural is Macbeth.
If you go to our website, you'll find a link with more information on how to help fund the project.
Turn it off. I've heard enough.
It also picks up a police scanner in St. Louis. I kind of promised Sam I'd give her parent a checkup.
That is it. We are over.
Hey, I didn't mean it.
If you didn't mean it, then why would you say it?
It's the island, babe. It's tearing us apart.
You know, you didn't have to come with us, Maximus.
Fine viewing mentor, queen of mine heart, doth request that you travel with a companion.
Do you really think we need one? A companion, that is?
'Twas only at the Lady Claymore's haste. I only hearkened to her word.
But you don't technically have to listen to Lady Claymore.
Mine own life would be gone if not for her class. To further note, Lady Claymore be hot.
Did you die?
No, Graham, you've got to see this.
Oh, wow.
That looks good on you.
A pirate cave? Seriously?
It seems that way. Do you think I should check their pockets? Maybe they have doubloons or something.
But we are not going to rob skeletons. That is unsanitary and disrespect. Whew! There's something in this guy's ribs.
It be! Oh, man!
This is cool. Should we show the others?
I don't see why not. It can't cause any harm, right?
So, what are we majoring in at Columbia?
You mean NYU. You're just mixed up because we're both in the same place. I'm going for business, and you're going for psychology.
Psychology. Right. That feels right.
Wait, that right?
The sand falls between my fingers like the sands of time slipping away from us.
Why doesn't it fall through the dirt?
You guys, it's not that bad!
What if I never remembered?
Don't be stupid, bro. You'll remember. I know it.
But I can't even remember my middle name.
Middle names don't even matter. And besides, even if you don't remember, you'll always have me. Because you're my bro. Bro.
It's a little grainy, but like, grain is good for you. Like wheat. And, buckwheat. Guys!
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 Dead people!
Wait! You found what?
Dead people.
Oh, you have tampered with the dead spinal resting place?
They were dead for a really long time, though, so it's okay.
What do you mean?
They were skeletons. Pirate skeletons. It was so cool. They had a map. Probably doubloons too, but Graham wouldn't let me check.
I'm not going to let you strip search skeletons, Blair.
What's going on here?
The Fates has discovered a valid route to heal riches!
We think it's a map, anyway. It has an actual little trail of red dots leading to an X. I had no idea pirates were so stereotypical.
Oh, I know this map. I've seen it before.
Of course you have.
Really? What is it then? What does it lead to?
I'm almost positive this is the map leading to the lost treasure of Amador. And of course, you guys have no idea what I'm talking about.
I'm pretty sure that's the most passive-aggressive thing Sarah's ever said.
Okay, so like back in the 1600s, there was this Spanish explorer, Amador. It said that he discovered a hidden temple filled with riches on an unknown island. But on his way back to Spain, Amador was attacked by pirates. He floated all the way back to England on this little piece of driftwood and, fun fact, survived getting his leg bitten off by a shark. Anyway, the map was lost and nobody ever found the island.
How do you know all of this stuff?
Oh, it's just a fun story I learned about in one of my online college courses.
It kind of looks like brown sugar, but not white sugar. Why do we have different colored sugars? Why can't we just love each other?
So you're saying there could be treasure on it?
I thought that's why the pirates were here. They were looking for the temple.
Well, then why did they just randomly die in a cave?
Their greediness must have manifested into their aura, eventually killing them.
Look, it doesn't matter either way. No one is allowed to go treasure hunting, all right?
What treasure?
We can give the map to historians or the museum or whoever you give artifacts to after we are rescued, but until then, nobody is allowed to go treasure hunting, all right?
It's like funding for poor people!
Chris must stop eating sand. As I was saying, no treasure hunting.
After we've been rescued, there's a mural being made in our memory. Are you sure anybody's looking for us anymore?
We can't let your classmates lose hope. Even though nobody's looking doesn't mean we won't be found. We've got to keep the fire burning and to keep surviving. It's all we can do.
So, Graham, Blair, I see Maximus isn't with you.
We may have told him that Miss Claymore was looking for him. I think he likes her.
What? No way! Why would you
Maximus, Miss Claymore could get angry.
The fact that he listened to us proves he's a bad babysitter. Miss Claymore should thank us.
What's that? Oh, that's Wild Man in a Loincloth. Remember a few days ago I was collecting firewood, but he doesn't speak English or Spanish or French or Vietnamese or Hindu or German or Icelandic or Pig Latin or Esperanto. He just kind of stares a lot.
Wait, so Graham, there's this weird guy here, and you didn't tell anybody.
Well, I didn't think we'd ever see him again.
You know, if he lives on the island, he probably knows a lot about survival.
But he can't talk, so he's useless.
Hey, there's this one girl, Sarah. I bet she could teach him English.
You think I could civilize him? Are you crazy? I'm 17. What could I possibly do? All right, I'll give it a shot, but don't expect too much.
It's been 4 days since Sarah started teaching Wild Man in a Loincloth to speak English. In that time, she's also taught him how to read and write. Then she moved on to societal conventions, first aid, and basic astrophysics. He has started to call himself Wilder, which is much shorter than Wild Man in a Loincloth. We've all decided that today, he'll be introduced to Miss Claymore.
Graham, stop writing in that stupid journal and get over here.
I'm starting to think I'm the only one who's doing the assignment. Besides Sarah, obviously.
Assignment?
We're supposed to be journaling about being stranded. Graham's only doing it because he wants to be a writer. Also, he's a huge nerd.
We don't know. Journaling is much more cool when you have a real life Tarzan on your hands. Thanks for letting us help you guys out. This is so cool.
Why exactly are we brushing his hair?
We want to make him look as civilized as possible.
Yet he keeps the loincloth.
It's for good luck.
I just don't get it. You've lived in the jungle your entire life. How do you have perfectly white, healthy, straight teeth? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, you just learned about dental floss yesterday.
All right, we think we should take him to Miss Claymore. Now!
All right, I'll go get her then.
Listen, Miss Claymore's really nice, and I'm sure she'll love you, so you've got nothing to be scared about.
Oh, I'm not afraid.
I mean, of course you aren't afraid. You were raised by wolves. You probably aren't scared of much. Can we draw you sometime, Lather?
Yes.
Oh, good! We really need to work on our real life sketches. And everyone here is really weird about posing for us. Also, you have really good cheekbones.
Thank you, I think.
So yeah, Sarah's involved, so obviously it's nothing too bad. And it could really help us survive on the island. And I know I said it, but really, I mean him. So Miss Claymore, this is Wild Man in a Loincloth, but to us, he's wilder.
Ha! A savage from yonder woods! Ready your weapon! How do you do, ma'am? I've heard a lot about you. Is this normal? Do I hit your back now?
No! What were you kids thinking, taking in some wild man in a loincloth? He could be a savage.
He's not a savage. He's quite civilized, actually. Sarah's taught him everything he needs to know, and some Latin.
It is true. I only wish to help you and your students. I've been introduced to a new world, and I would only like to explore it more. If it makes you feel any better, I won't stay with you and your students. I have to be with my family.
Oh, so there are more of you? More people?
Oh, of course not. I have a wolf family of wolves.
He said he'd introduce us, but they don't really like strangers.
And frankly, I'm fine with not meeting his family.
So would it be okay if he helped us out, Miss Claymore?
You trust him? Well, then I guess there's not much that I can do. Go introduce your new friends to the rest of your classmates. But Wilder, I'm warning you, if you touch one of my students, I will kill you myself.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on, you've got to meet everyone.
Maximus, why didn't you tell me about Wilder?
I was entirely ignorant of his presence.
You were supposed to keep an eye on them.
Well, the Lady Blair did declare that my absence would be acceptable if the Lady Sarah accompanied them in my stead.
And you believed them.
I could not take the young lord and lady's words to be an abject falsehood.
Well, I guess it does sound believable. Graham and Blair are good kids. They don't go looking for trouble, it just seems to find them. Only Graham and Blair will find a wild man in a loincloth.
Temples that are, say, filled with treasure?
I don't think so, but I just learned what they are.
So are you like half wolf? Is it the left half or the right half?
Neither.
Do the wolves have a special language, like the gorillas of Tarzan?
Wolves communicate with body language mostly. Who's Tarzan?
What can you tell me about a wolf's spirit? What color is a wolf's aura?
Sarah hasn't told me what auras are yet.
Oh, well then you clearly haven't been truly educated then. Do you holler at the moon?
Do you hate cats?
Do you see people's butts when you're trying to get to know them?
Sometimes.
Get Blair some space. He isn't a zoo exhibit.
Thanks, Blair.
Aren't they adorable? They're just like Tarzan and Jane.
But you're Jane.
You know what we mean. You can practically hear Phil Collins' music in the background around those two.
Phil Collins music. Jane, I don't think so.
He snuck into camp a few nights ago to see her.
Well, he didn't know much English yet, Jane. I don't think he knew to stay away.
Have you not noticed how attached Wilder is to her?
Well, Blair's one of the first humans that Wilder's ever met. Of course he's attached.
We don't see Wilder holding your hand.
Whatever. I just don't see it.
But don't you think it's a little odd for another person to just happen to be on the island with us?
It's weird, but I don't think this is another weird test.
I think he works for the government.
What government, Pete? We're on a deserted island.
The government!
Pete, he is 17. I don't think he's working for the government.
Are you sure? He's clean shaven. His hair isn't particularly long. Don't you think a wild man would look a little bit more wild?
Well, some people just don't have a lot of facial hair. And besides, you didn't see what he looked like before we gave him a bath. He tried to lick himself clean.
Whatever. You won't be laughing when he plants microchips in our heads while we sleep. Get it.
Whatever, Pete.
Your classmates are certainly interesting.
Believe me, I know.
I think they like you, so that's a good thing.
I'm glad I met you first, Blake.
Good evening.
Need any fish, Lucius? It's freshly caught.
I'm not in any need of fish. Thank you.
Are you all right?
Fine. Thank you, mister.
Have you made any progress?
I've been observing their compound.
And they don't know they're being watched.
They have no idea.
Very good. Tell me, what have you learned?
Well, they're just kids, a few adults. They pose no danger to us at this time.
You can't be sure of that.
I told you, they're just kids. Am I dangerous?
I sent you out there to watch them, not to question my orders.
But they don't know we exist.
Then why are they here?
There was an accident, and they just want to go home. I don't think there would be any harm in us helping them.
You sound oddly attached, Observer. Our fathers came here to escape the influences of the outside world, and now the outside world is trespassing. They find us, we lose, we create.
But they won't find us. Nobody will find us. We are hidden. We are strong.
We can't allow anyone else to find this island.
But then how will they leave?
They won't. If they get too nosy, they will die.